I'm gonna do an intro right now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, guys, where I'm this.
That's how it be sometimes.
All right, guys, this is the Jolly Bard. I'm here with Taldorf. We're gonna do Q&A while over CS2. Fuck.
All right, you're dead. I don't think this guy knows what's
All right.
going on.
T-Bear from YouTube asks your weight. Get
Um,
him.
I weigh about 160, 165. Convert that to kilograms. What's another weight system? British people use stone. I don't know how many stone that
You want me
is.
to look? You want me to look it up?
Yeah, what's 165 pounds to kilograms?
Uh, whoop. That's 1,665.
I don't weigh
It's
that much.
74.8427 kilograms.
Okay, so 75 kilos.
Yes.
All right, and then how
Uh,
how many British stone is that?
11.7857.
Okay, so 11, almost
Stone is
12.
a large measurement,
It
apparently.
is, yeah. It's kind of stupid.
It's also 2,640 ounces.
That's all. I weigh a lot of ounces. Hey, I won.
You sure do. You did.
I got 3 kills, planted the bomb, and answered a question. Wow.
The true Renaissance man.
Able to simultaneously answer questions and shoot people?
Theo773 asks, video game that has impacted your life the most and why in any way?
Oh yeah, this was
This is
uh
from Discord.
this was a hard one. Theo, I'm a big fan of Theo. He's a Frenchie. I think I've told you before.
That's big coming from you. You don't like most Frenchies.
No, I make fun of him for it, but he's cool despite being French. Um, it's hard to say just one game that's impacted me the most because, I've played games for a long time. I would say yeah, there's no way I can narrow it down to just one, but Europa Universalis 2 or 3, I can't remember which one it was that I grew up playing. Hearts of Iron 2, the original Crusader Kings. I used to play all of those games for hours, and those really fostered my love for like history and stuff.
Back when you
Um,
had time to play video games for hours.
yeah, back when I was a kid and had the free time instead of having to work all the time. Yeah, and then in that same kind of vein, I would say Battlefield Vietnam. That's another one that was really big for me. I've always really loved the Vietnam War, and it's largely because of Battlefield Vietnam, which is a game that came out like 4 years before I was born. So by the time I was old enough to play it, it was ancient, but I thought it was the coolest thing. Hey,
I just watched the bomb carrier get his
I
head
wouldn't
blown off.
recommend peeking that. Here, I'm going to shoot the bomb over to you. Oh, you can't shoot it anymore? Wow.
Don't worry, I got this.
Well, you threw the bomb to me, so thanks, I'm out of here.
The Jolly Bard from Discord. Hey, I know
you,
that guy.
you can just say, I asked.
No.
Okay.
Asked, what's your favorite food?
You know me, I'm dead. I'm a big enjoyer of food. Um, so just one favorite food is also kind of a hard choice, but broadly I would say seafood.
I asked because it occurred to me that of all the years we've been friends, I have no idea what your favorite food is.
Okay.
So if you can't answer, that would be why.
Well, based on your experience of being my friend for a long time, what would you say is my favorite food? What do I crave the most often? What do I just eat?
Sushi, probably.
Yeah, that tracks for seafood. Um, you're on fire.
I'm on fire.
I'm also a
And
big
I'm in the way and my keyboard stopped working.
I'm also a big cheese enjoyer. Eat a lot of cheese,
I've noticed that, yeah.
especially exotic cheeses. I'm a big fan of.
you used to come over to my house and just grab a bag of shredded cheese and eat it by the handful for like you'd eat like half a bag of cheese and just gas up the room.
Yeah, that's one of the fun parts of being lactose intolerant is I just gas anything as soon as I have a little bit of dairy. Oh man, remember the time I ate like 2 pounds of almonds and gave myself mild it was cyanide poisoning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you like felt so terrible, and you were like, "Why? Why does it feel like my stomach is imploding?" And I was like, "How many of those almonds did you eat?"
And then I remember looking up how many almonds do you need to eat to get cyanide poisoning, and it was like roughly 1 to 2 pounds. And I was like, oh, I ate
And it was
about
a 3-pound bag that you ate about half
about
of.
half of. Yep.
Just an ungodly amount of almonds. And you're not even like crazy about almonds or even any nut.
Nope.
You just were hungry, I guess.
I guess I don't know. There was a 3 pound bag of almonds, and my brain said just keep going.
We didn't have any shredded cheese.
Yeah, I had eaten all of the shredded cheese, so I had to resort to almonds. But yeah, basically, long story short, on favorite food is I'll eat pretty much anything.
Darth Knox from Discord asks, "What do you miss most about Ukraine?"
Oh, that's another good one. Honestly, like I would really just say speaking the language. Like, I mean, we speak Russian occasionally, and like you know, keep up my practice and stuff. I don't know. There was just something that I always had a lot of fun just doing like menial tasks, like grocery shopping and being able to speak Russian. I have a lot of fun speaking Russian. That's definitely the thing I miss the most. But I mean, of course, I also miss the people and the food and usable public transportation.
Eastern European women.
I do enjoy Eastern European women. That is true. It is also just a pretty country, especially like in the summer. Also, just in the winter, I love snow a lot.
Darth Knox again asks, "Why do you like men?"
Uh, that's a good question, Knox. Why do I like men? Men are just really really hot. I want to kiss them on the lips all the time, and part of my answer for the last question was Eastern European women. Which kind of negates that answer, but I don't know how to answer that seriously other than I'm not attracted to men.
Gnarls X asks, "Do you like getting stuffed?"
Yeah, I like getting stuffed. I mean,
Sushi?
I eat a lot of cheese and stuff, and like just
You are
earlier
quite the glutton.
just earlier I ate probably like a pound of sushi, and then I still ate some of your chili afterwards.
You sure did.
Yeah. So I do like getting stuffed, not by men, but by food. Yeah.
The Jolly Bard from Discord. Hey,
Hey, that's you again.
that's crazy. What are your asked? What are your favorite and least favorite things about doing YouTube?
But probably my favorite thing is just that I now have like a record of the games that I've played, and obviously not everything I ever do on any game I put on YouTube. In fact, I don't even put like a tenth of all of the games that I play on YouTube. So yeah, having that record of games and especially fun moments that I've had with my friends is definitely one of my favorite parts. I quite often go back and rewatch my videos, even the ones that I've unlisted. I rewatch some of those. One for the sake of the funny moments, but also just like, I mean, this is 2 years of me being on YouTube, and I'm not a professional by any means, but I've definitely improved a lot over the last 2 years. My editing style, I've also just upgraded my PC but I've also, you know, just figured out how to actually like record stuff in a good quality, and what's worth recording and making into a video and what's not. So it's cool to go back and be able to see that progression. My least favorite things are a video takes so much effort. You know, even like a quick easy video, like I think the Gardic phone video that I have up is probably my record for shortest time to make a video, and even still that like 6-minute video was like 2 hours of work to edit and, you know, like make a thumbnail and everything. So it's just a lot of work, and so that can be really exhausting sometimes, especially because I have, you know, a normal full-time job, and then to put, you know, 3 to 10 sometimes more hours into a video, and then it gets, you know, 20-30 views, doesn't feel great. So that's definitely my least favorite part.
Imperial Nut from Discord asks, let's get it out of the way. What's your favorite flavor of woman and your preferred sex of pizza?
My favorite flavor of woman, ovulating.
No. Hey. What if you said something else?
I don't know what counts as a flavor of woman.
No.
Like, I don't know how to answer that question.
Blonde?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know my type pretty well.
Right?
Yeah, well, I have a tendency to go. Yeah, yeah. Mentally unstable, especially with daddy issues. A little bit goth is pretty hot to me.
Based.
So yeah, that's my preferred flavor of woman, I guess. My preferred sex of pizza. What's a sex of a pizza? Like,
Do you think it should have vaguely phallic shapes on it or holes?
What?
Why is that?
My preferred sex of pizza. My favorite kind of pizza, like goat cheese, chicken, feta. I like a pesto base rather than a red sauce base.
Wolf of 1918 asks, antifreeze or brake fluid?
Antifreeze tastes better. My real favorite is brake clean. You ever huffed some brake clean?
No.
It's it's some strong stuff. It'll mess you up.
I would have thought your favorite would be coolant. You talked a lot about how good coolant smells.
Well, antifreeze and coolant are sometimes the same thing.
I'm not stopping.
So so I said antifreeze tastes better because coolant tastes better, and they're largely the same thing. But yeah, no, coolant. Those are just Kool-Aid flavors. Like, I don't know. I'm really partial to the pink coolant that we have. It tastes really good. I tend to get a lot of it in my mouth on accident.
I'm glad you clarified on accident.
I've never tasted the brake fluid personally. I haven't bled brakes. So I don't know how brake fluid tastes, but I'd imagine it's also pretty good.
Great. Ryder DHD asks, what's your favorite genre of game and your favorite type of videos to edit?
Ryder is another very cool guy. He's from the Arma group, so he's in a lot of my Arma videos. My favorite genre of game is definitely strategy games. I play a lot of Hearts of Iron and Crusader Kings, and you know, we play Civ all the time, and that's probably my favorite. Other ones I like are obviously shooters. We're playing CS right now. Most of the videos on my channel are Arma, which is, I guess, kind of a shooter. So I like strategies, I like shooters. I also play a lot of city builders. So yeah, I play a lot of games. I don't like some games, but for the most part I'll play a lot of stuff. My favorite type of videos to edit, what were you going to say?
You don't like RPGs.
I'm not a big fan of RPGs. I do like Fallout and Skyrim, though. I'm actually replaying New Vegas right now. And then my favorite type of videos to edit. See, that's two different. There's two different questions there. My favorite type of videos to make, and then my favorite type of videos to edit. And the difference there is, I really like making like video essays, and like I want to do videos like exploring historical topics, and I'm probably gonna do those soonish, hopefully. But they're a real pain to edit and make. To make a really good one, I need to do a lot of like research and script writing, and it's a real pain to edit all of that into a good video. My favorite videos to edit are definitely the Gartic phone videos that I've done. And those are my favorite to edit because they're so easy. Like, especially the Gartic phone ones. I just cut the parts that are funny, you know, the drawings that are funny, and then I just put them all together, and that's the video. So that's my favorite type to edit because it's really easy.
Imperial Nut from Discord asks, what's an authentic Ukrainian dish everyone should try at least once?
Short answer is borscht. I guess I for those who don't know, I should probably describe things. Borscht is the beet soup. So it's very red. When I make it, I do potatoes and carrots and beets and big chunks of beef, and what else do I put in it? You got to have some vinegar in there.
I don't remember what you've already said.
I said beets, potatoes, carrots, chunks of beef, onion,
dill.
You throw a little vinegar, you throw some dill in there. You got to have some smetana, which is Russian sour cream. American sour cream is a little bit different, but you can get the same effect on the borscht basically by just using American sour cream. And
Smetana is a bit more like sour, right?
Yeah, it's more sour, and it's a little bit runnier than American sour cream. Ours is really thick. And then you gotta have it with chorny chleb, black bread, which is like a dark rye. And then the most traditional way to eat it, I think I've told you this before, but you take with your borscht, you have the chorny chleb, the rye bread. So you eat it with sala, which is the closest thing that we have is bacon. But it's a cut of meat that really isn't meat at all. Like with American bacon, you know, usually your piece is like half meat and then like half fat. Sala is just the fat. You just have a chunk of pig fat on the side, and you eat that with your borscht. And then the other thing is cloves of garlic. You just have a clove of garlic and you just take a bite out of it.
Theo773 again asks, game that you never played but always wanted to.
This was a hard one because,
A game you generally just use.
Yeah, I generally just buy it and play it. A game that I've played a lot but no longer can. I've mentioned it earlier is Battlefield Vietnam, which was put out by EA in like 1997, and I just have not been able to find anywhere online where there's like a way to play it modernly. Like, it's not on Steam, it's not on any kind of other, you know, game platform. Like, I can't find a version of it for free online or even paid online that's updated to work with modern, you know, computers. And, you know, at this point it's almost oh, that makes me feel old. It's almost a 30-year-old game. And like, in my mind, I know obviously that it's not good. The mechanics were very basic. The graphics are bad. But it's such a nostalgic piece of my childhood that I really, really wish I could play it. So it's not that I've never played it, but it's that I can't. A little bit different from the question asked, but...